Hello, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing. What is it? 8:30 p.m. CST. Our music player's a bit broken because I was just watching the Daisy demo, skimming through it, or re-skimming through it. There we go. Not trying to get caught for not paying attention in class. No. I hope you're all having an amazing Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Ooh, wow, awesome Friday. Not such a great Friday for me because we're going back to university next week. Would much rather stay at home, continue drawing, hang out with friends, all that stuff. But hey, work has to happen sometime. So I'm actually going to try to actually it'll fix itself in a second, but what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to update the picture. Okay, that didn't help. There we go. Okay, that worked perfectly. Today is the Daisy demo. Oh geez, we don't want to do that though. I have a little bit of a surprise today. Not a huge one, but just a bit of an update that I'm excited about. Anyways, we're going to pop over to our main thing. Got to update the main timer before we hop over there. And then we'll transition. Awesome stuff. So yeah, we're going to start up with our warm-up, and then we'll get to the Daisy. Hopefully going to finish it today, but it is a bit of a task. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, we're going to start our timer. Move my chair. Not going to kick my PC today. Oh man, I do have to pack up and finish doing my laundry tonight. It'll be interesting. But yeah, so let's get started. Good stuff. We're going to be doing some branches as part of our warm-ups now, because I feel like that's where I need the most work. And it's a good combination of line work and ellipses, so I feel like there's a lot for me there. Do an awfully big box today. Not totally feeling my line work, but I've only put down one line, so oh yeah. Maybe we want to wait for a day to do the Daisy thing where I'm feeling confident. Oh geez, and already hitting my mic. I need to figure that out. We need to get active with that. Okay. Stealing that from my friends. Whenever we play Siege and we need to push the objective or something, we always say we need to get active. Probably not our thing that we've invented, but I still like it nonetheless. Hey! King Kavel of the Cavaliers. Good to see you, Delano. We need to find some like royal name for you. I think Jester would be too mean. Hope all is well. Last I heard you were working on some of the oh so lovely math homework. Hoping that all went well. Today we are excitingly starting the Daisy demo. It'll be interesting, to say the least. These are practically parallel, so we're gonna put them like this. Returning to my university tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be streaming. I was literally awake thinking about it, not like kept up awake thinking about it, but I think what we're gonna do is we're going to not stream not stream Monday, and not stream Wednesday. And if we don't stream, what's it called? If we don't stream Tuesday, then we won't. Like, it's going to be a bit tentative. And everything's good. How are you? I'm still working on it. About to finally catch up on the coursework you missed. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope all is well. Geez, yeah, it's grind mode. But hey, we're about, I'm not sure about you, but I'm halfway through the semester. So I hope you're in the same boat. Summer's just around the corner. And plus, I have a theory. I don't know what to call it. Maybe like spring burnout. But I've noticed in the springtime across my entire career of being in education, that makes me sound like a teacher, being just like in school. Everyone, even teachers, get burned out in the spring. And so a lot of people just start caring a lot less. So I'm hoping that's true because I need my professors to let up a bit. But yeah, of course, the thing happened today. I think I predicted it last stream where I realized today that I need to study a lot more for one of my classes. Thankfully, we did do some good studying. I'm just hoping once I move back to my apartment that I can get everything set up, go to the store, and get at least a tiny bit of studying done in the night, because not much will be happening tomorrow. Oof, that line's off, geez. You win some, you lose some. Regardless, we're going to try our best. I think that's all that matters. Worst case, I become a YouTuber, officially. Yeah, it's rough, but we gotta push through all right. Because of school, I haven't drawn in 3 days. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Hey, that's not the end of the world, though. Maybe you needed that break. Even though school is probably not the best supplement for a break. Oop, not the best line right there. Good stuff. Not the best box. Oof. And I'd say decent line work. Very confident. Kind of like yesterday. Let's do some branches. Keep it a bit simple, because the daisy doesn't require the most amazing of branches, so. The thing I've seen most people mess up with on the daisy branch, or daisy in general, is scale. Scale is what befalls many, so we'll try to work through that. And oh my gosh, what is my minor axis doing? Jeez. We're gonna keep consistent right there, because I'd rather them be a easier line than that. Yeah, school is killer. Okay, let go too much of it right there, and we're hitting our mic again. Jeez. Let's try to fix this. Apologize if this is some awful noisage. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better. Maybe we can go like this, and then that, and then, oh, jeez. These mounts always leave much to be desired. This, and then just let it fall. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. Okay, we'll keep it like that. Has the new computer? Excellent. I'm getting 300 frames on Siege, easily. Helldiver is probably nice 150 to 200. I'm loving it to death. Ironically, I was just about to say, before you mentioned that, sadly, we are going back into the school semester, so gaming's going to happen very rarely. But compiling and, oh my gosh, editing on this computer is amazing. It almost makes me not hate working with Adobe. But yeah, we're gonna have to put a break on gaming. A lot of my friends who don't know that I stream, they're like, you can make time out for gaming. I'm like, no. We have a lot to do during the day and a lot to do during the night, so. Living the gaming lifestyle on weekends, yes. That's what I'm gonna try to do, but also, I'd rather work on the Lesson 2 video than game. But we can find some kind of balance. And after this week, I only have 2 exams, and they're very spread out, and they're for my easier classes. So I'm not too stressed. Okay, I got a bit wobbly because we should have drawn it like this. So that was a good warning for us. Ooh, jeez. My mentality, though, and what I'm telling myself to get past it is we've had our fun this spring break. Let's get to it. You know, let's get active. I would say back into the trenches, but it's probably not healthy to align school with being begrudging, awful work. It's a self-talk game, you know. You have to convince yourself that you enjoy it, and then you'll start to enjoy it. But it's a bit of work getting there. Yeah, we could maybe do a really long line. Pretty good ellipses today, except for that one. And decent ellipses, I guess we should say. Be easier to, would be easier to do it like this. Nice. And it also hit me today. I was like, wow, I'm already halfway through this semester. Technically a bit over. Like, I counted my weeks. Excluding finals, it's 7 weeks left. Not only will we be done with our 100th video, most likely by then, our 100th stream, but, like, if you asked me maybe 2 weeks ago, has it felt like 6 weeks? I'd be like, yeah. It felt difficult, you know? But right now I'm like, man, that was nothing. Like, yeah, I didn't make perfect grades, but I think streaming and giving myself an outlet for both creativity and just relaxation has helped the time go by a lot faster. Whew, wonderful. That was wonderful. I really like this as a warm-up. It's difficult, but it has everything you want. Line work, ellipses, ghosting. Guys, if you ever see me do textures as a warm-up on this channel, I'm unsubscribe. That's not the real Kavel. It's a fake account. Someone hacked me or something, I don't know. Cool. We have about a minute left. We could do one more, I guess. Let's just do some ellipses. Once again, should have gone like this, away from ourselves. Repeating these mistakes, jeez. Also, I realized the music was a bit loud last stream, and I just realized it's because... Actually, wait, no, I think on my music audio source itself, it has a filter to decrease volume. Yeah, gain. We're gonna go for negative 28. See how that fares. There we go. And yeah, we're gonna keep the mic about the same volume-ish. Just gotta remember to keep my little volume slider on my microphone to about like... It's such a weird amount. It's like 5/16. No, 7/16. So 7/16. That is here for me to remember. Delano, when we first met a couple months ago, would we ever like believe if we're like, oh yeah, no, now we run like a streaming drawing channel? Craziness. That's a bit difficult. We'll go with this. I have to arc my curve a bit though. Yeah, I should have ghosted a bit more. Like, because like this corner's poking right at me, so. Can't wait for summer break, same here. I feel like I can learn most during that time. That reminds me, I need to schedule my summer classes. Ooh. Yeah, personal projects and just enjoying yourself. I was thinking about it and like, just give me 3 months. I know that is summer, but I'm going to be working. I just want 3 months of practically high school again. But like not like COVID high school, you know, just like not doing anything all day. But instead, I want to be doing stuff. You know, I want to be making things. Give me 3 months of creativity. You know that, oof, that wasn't the best. Neither was that one. It was okay. Okay, so yeah, this was a bit rough. I think it was just because the angle of attack. And then like this one was just spent kind of like repairing that. These went really well, but then again, that wasn't as difficult. So awesome. Okay, let us begin the DayZ demo. Scary, very scary. Before that, though, we will take a quick water break. So if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't know what the DayZ demo was. I just knew it was a demo, so I thought it was like, oh, he was actually drawing it. But it's mostly just him explaining his drawing. So I did make that. This was my little surprise I was talking about today. Let's see if it loads. It did not load. This is very annoying. Here, wait. Oh, what the heck? What? Oh. Interesting. What? Oh, okay, now it's working suddenly. Okay, anyways, we're gonna pop over to this. Boom. I just realized I never set up the camera. Here, give me a quick second. I literally did this 5 minutes before stream. I put everything together, so that's my excuse at least. Anyways, let's pull the camera from wherever it is. I just realized, okay, camera. There we are. Go into that. Go into this. Boom. Camera. Perfect. Okay. And boom. Probably frying my CPU trying to render all this. Cool stuff. Okay. That looks good. Let's get our YouTube thing up. Cool. I'll be working on more math, but I'll be watching from time to time. Hey, good to hear. Don't let me distract you. Math is definitely more important than the Kavel's live stream. So we're going to just take a peek over here. This is what I'll be referring to, and you guys are going to basically just see a tiny version of this. But yeah, so just to verbally express what's going to be happening here, we're going to start with a this ellipse right here. This will be the end of our stem, and it's going to go all the way down here. And then we're going to flesh that out probably by first doing the rest of the stem and then doing the bulb. I'm going to do the bulb by doing this ellipse first and then doing those edges, just contour lines, I guess. I don't even know. And then, of course, we're going to do this part, which is deceptively hard. I've come to the conclusion because like this very small change says a lot about the form and where it is dimensionally. Same thing here. Like these, the ones that are facing directly towards us and away from us, those may be the hardest to draw. Without making it look like it's looping in on itself. And then, of course, this will also be a difficult section because he made it seem like you have to draw all in one stroke. This could happen in one stroke. It would be very difficult. But then again, if you look closely, he didn't do it all in one stroke for many of these. You see the little edge lines there. So I think we should do... I don't know, because he did this in one stroke and he talked about it, and it's even in the thing. Yeah, do your best to have the pedal end where the flow line does, which just means he wants the curve to happen right there. But then again, you want that curve. You want the pedal to be curved. So just a bit of an interesting insight. I think we'll just go for the way it was intended, even though that may make it look a tiny bit worse. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of ghosting involved. And then finally adding the little pollen in the center with those spheres, and then finishing it off with the shading. So nothing too crazy. Make sure everything's good here. Cool. So yeah, you guys will practically just see, I'm going to have it open big on my monitor, but what you guys are going to see is this. So you still see what I'm looking at, but you know, not as fancy. Also, I need to turn off my refresh browser thing because it just makes it look kind of bad. We're also going to do that over here. Oh, that's not even on over there. Cool. And then start. Okay. Even though it is good to do that, I don't think we will. Cool. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm gonna try to. Okay, this may change how this looks a bit. How's it look? Okay, that's not horrible. I could just go to here and move it around. Isn't that awesome? Oh wait, you can kind of see the pixel go off the edge there. That's gonna kill my OCD, so let's fix that real quick. Do a little bit of that. There we go. Cool. Nice. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna have that in just about the center for you guys. I'll make it a bit larger too. Why not? Oh, now it's snapping to the edges. Okay, cool. Nice. Works perfectly. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh, this is very scary. Okay. I don't want to have to redo this one 100 times. In fact, I shouldn't, but you know. It is intimidating. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at other student submissions just for a sense of scale. We want to get generally what size this will be. What is this? What? Oh, jeez. My friend just posted like a random Discord event. That makes absolutely no sense. Anyways. Cool. So, yeah, we're gonna go over here to lesson 3. You guys will be able to see my screen as well. Many skilled and awesome people in lesson 3. Let's check out. This is. We'll switch over to the big page. Why not? There we go. We'll be looking at Sir King Daisies. That's kind of fitting for what we're looking for. So yeah, great arrows. Same thing with the branches. So here's the demo. So it took out practically just, yeah, I guess that's the goal of the entire page. Looking at the actual Drawbox lesson for this, the daisy itself, like the head, occupies at its widest point about the size of the stem. So, and those overlap, so I'd say 1/3 and then 2/3 from the stem of the page. And then of course with a bit of border mindfulness there, there's the actual video if you guys want to watch it. Here, we're gonna go over to check just one more out, because why not? We'll check out this person's, because it looks like their thumbnail for their arrows looks really awesome. This is Blue Frog 23. Oh, look at this. They have a whole easel. That's awesome. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at that. So they did a very tiny one. So yeah, kind of looks like it's up to interpretation, size-wise. So we will carry that in spirit and do our best. Yeah, I'm gonna go a bit smaller than we probably should. As we learned during textures, making things larger is always a great idea because you can add more texture to it and you could make it very pretty. But anyways, let's go back to the mini. There we go. Cool. Nice. Okay. Oh, and I just kicked my PC again. Oh my god, that scares me every time. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Oh yeah, I also have my brush pen. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to that today. We will see. Nice. Alrighty, let me pull up the page. I do need... Maybe I'll bring this monitor back with me. Yeah. Or maybe I'll use like an iPad so I can display these things, because I hate looking all the way to my left for this. Anyways. So yeah, we're literally just starting out with a branch, so we'll do that. I guess we should start out with the line. We're gonna do it in landscape, because I feel like portrait. Yeah, we'll do it in landscape. I feel like that's just more in the vein of what we should be doing. Cool. So I'm feeling like right here would be good. Maybe more towards the center. There's no harm in our x-axis being a bit more occupied. I'm just worried about size-wise up there. We'll move this a tiny bit up because the ellipse. Okay, decided on that, and then it doesn't curve too much, so cool. It's a bit more linear than I wanted, but who cares? So yeah, we'll do our ellipse, pretty wide degree. Looks like it starts right there and ends right there. Very nice. Bit off the minor axis, but that's okay. And then we're going to repeat a larger ellipse of practically the same degree, just obviously a larger minor and major axis. Because remember, the minor and major axis degree is a ratio of those. So, you know, like if we made this one just taller, then the degree would change. But if we expanded it in both directions, both minor and major axis, x and y directions, then the degree will remain the same. And so we're doing that. Let's be mindful of the total scale of it, which I think we have been so far. Because the branch itself is about 8 of these, I'd say. Maybe a bit... Oh, yeah, definitely more. Like 10 of these about. And mine is a tiny bit less, so we're already a bit shorter. That's fine, though. Then we have our bud in the center. That's about it, yeah. Not the best, but not horrible. I think we have a good start here. Cool. And also, we shouldn't just be copying. Let's make sure we're understanding what we're doing. So yeah, now we have the fun part of the branch. So it looks like in his demo, it looks like we can see... Okay, so we're seeing a lot of it. So it's up here, and then it's going away from us. Let's look at our actual reference real quick. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of it, and then degree is... Okay, so right here, degree is pretty flat. So degree will decrease, and then down here it increases again a tiny bit. So yeah, center, degree, decrease, and then increase. So I kind of somewhat disagree with this one. Agree, degree. But yeah, so I will make sure to be mindful of that major axis size. So yeah, we're going to decrease the degree a bit. we practically didn't. Let's decrease it a lot. And then decrease it a lot. Cool. Didn't decrease it as much as I wanted, but that's okay. We'll start with this part. Find the best angle of attack. Remember, we want to be drawing out and away from us. And I think this will be the best. Yeah, because this has the corner poking me, so I'll be stretching a bit to do that. This, I'm only worried about the ink smearing when I do this, but that's fine. Nice, very, very nice. Bit too far, but that's okay. Okay, we went a bit out there. That's bad, but we'll survive. Okay, it's okay. Get a bit wobbly, but we'll survive. Okay, we made that one work. It shouldn't have, but we made it work. Okay. Yeah, I wish I made the stem longer, but we'll survive. Keep saying that. This is life or death after all. Life or death. Life or death. Okay, that's good enough. It'll probably be hidden under the pollen. Awesome, so we got the first stage finished. Now it's kind of the hard part. We're going to be doing this ellipse up here, where we want to kind of define where this bulb is angled. It shares practically the same degree as this one over here, and it's bisected a tiny bit. So all we got to do in reality is just, it's a tiny bit larger, but I think that's almost fine. We're going to get this arc right here. I'll just leave it as that for now. Same thing over here. My lights are flickering. Uh-oh. Oop, bumped a bit, but that's okay. And then we're going to have our line going across. And I'm actually going to draw through the form a bit. So yeah, it's going to go like that. There's just not really an easy way of doing this, seeing what I'm doing. That actually turned out quite well. Nice. Kind of wish I moved it a bit that direction, but I think it's fine overall. Cool. So, to the next part. I feel like I'm going a bit fast. Hopefully I'm not. Compared to anything on my stream. Did I start the timer? We didn't. Let's see, we're 33 minutes in. It takes about 15 minutes to 20 minutes to get started with the stream. So conservatively, we're about 45 minutes left, I'd say. Because 45 plus 33 would get us an hour and 18. So yeah, that's pretty much our par. It's about an hour 20, so. Or 120 minutes. No, hour 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. See, this is why I have to study so much. That brain don't brain. Okay, hour started, and let's get to it. Ooh, geez, okay. This is a bit monumental, but we got it. So we have a total of, starting at the center one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, I like that number. It looks like he started from that inner branch. Other than that, though, the longest one is about, actual size-wise on the page, 2D, is about the length of this. Or let's put it in terms of something that we're pretty concrete in. So this height, that makes it's about 2 of that height laterally. So this, ooh, that's far. It's really up close against the page. And we also have to fit 16 in there, or as much as we can. Probably best to try to do that. So with that being said, I guess that one's quite difficult. Starting from right here. Going out would be about that far. Let's look at our original picture to help us out. So it's probably this one we're looking at, or that one. So yeah, we have a bit of freedom here. Remember, we're not trying to copy it. As in the video, we're trying to use it as an object of our study or something like that. I'm not as eloquently spoken as the most uncomfortable, so who knows. I wonder why that's his name. He's probably answered it somewhere, but... Okay, so our first of 16. Let's move back to the other reference image that I like. Let's not be scared of the edge of the page. See, if I rotate it like this, then I can't see the perspective. I don't like pulling towards me, so maybe if I do like this. Trying to feel like Batman and also feel the perspective right here. Because we're going out and then droop. Like that. Be a bit long, but I think that's okay. I feel like we want to in this scenario. Definitely should have made the stem smaller. That was my main worry about in the beginning, but it's fine. Do we have to? We'll add the arrows. Why not? Even though that should have happened earlier, we'll still do it. Okay. So yeah, and that one starting from there like that. We have about 4 between here and the middle. Like you said in the video, it's kind of helpful to do that radius, but we're not going to do it, so... not that heightened. We still want it to be dynamic, but we also... I'm trying to, like, imagine that radius that we have. That one might have been a bit too tall, but... Or, like, just too tall for the page. Yeah, because this one reaches somewhat the same height. So yeah, that would be about right here. I just don't feel good about it. Definitely too heightened, but that's okay. I think it'll come together as we do it. So this one is going to be a bit in between that. Still pretty high though. We want it to be something like that. This one's equally. I made these very high. Oops. Okay, and this one kind of opposes it, which I'll need to draw this way a bit. And that goes to about right here's, I'd say, that mid one, so there's 3 in between. These kind of stem out from the same point, so... A bit smaller, that's okay. And we didn't really branch them, but that's fine. So yeah, we have this middle one down here that goes pretty far out. Yeah, these should have been staggered a tiny bit, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna draw the one that's practically in the middle, and that one's drooping down right in front of us like this. Trying to keep that imaginary radius alive. Cool. Let us do it again. Oh, I just did those from right there. Whoops. Well, that's a mistake that we'll talk about soon. Okay, cool. So it seems we have about 2 long ones right here that kind of introduce us to the being pointed at version of this. This one, and then this one. And the rest are kind of really low. Like that. Kind of wish I brought this whole thing lower on the page, but we'll survive. Yeah, because this is going to be really close, isn't it? And I've kind of lost count, and I don't really care about counting more. I just want to get these correct in perspective and fit them together nicely. So we're going to fit maybe about 2 more in. That's a bit low. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're off by quite a few. We could maybe add one in here. Cool. I mean, I'm happy with this. They're all somewhat equidistant, so I feel like mine are a bit too, I don't know, like this should have been probably shorter. That was my first one, so who knows. Anyways, not horrible so far. It's you know, scale-wise, it's a bit awkward, but I think we'll survive. Yeah, I feel like so we're 15. Yeah, this one should have been a bit more in the middle, but that's fine. You know, we're gonna leave it there. Nature isn't perfect. Cool. So now our next step. Let's read it too. I feel like we should do that. Make sure you're drawing each flowing line with confidence. I'm doing that in consideration for those forces are going to be pushing in relief. Did that. Don't draw shallow, stiff lines. Kind of did that. Don't half-ass it. Jeez, I'll copy the language. Cool. Again, following the leaf construction method, enclose the flow line from each tip to 2 edges, creating overall shape of the petal. Do your best to have the petal end where the line does. Yeah, blah blah blah. Be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be afraid. Don't be afraid to let the petals fold back on themselves. We're all doing the all we're doing is guiding lines that flow through space. Awesome. Apologies if you can hear my bird in the background. I also just realized about 9 minutes ago, so that's what 36 minutes ago, we set our hour-long timer when it should have been 40. Oh, come on. Should have been about 45. So there you go. Okay, good stuff. My bird is really going off. Jeez. Let's see. I'm gonna be quiet for a second, see if my mic picks that up. Oh, yeah, no, it definitely picks it up. I apologize if that's annoying, guys. I can't really do much about that one. Anyways, so yeah, our petals. Let's look at the shape of those petals. So yeah, most of them are just pretty much rounded. Rounded ends, I should say. A tiny bit pointed, and we could get away with doing the, not gonna it'd be rude if I called it cheap, but the easier method of ending the point there or to a curve. But no, we're not gonna do that. Even though oh, I'm really tempted. And that, my bird is really going off. You know, we're gonna mute for a second while we work on this. Hey, what's up, Rise? Sorry about that. We were a bit muted. We're still going to mute for a bit because my bird is absolutely freaking out. Daisy drawing isn't going as well as I thought. A bit tough. Stem's a bit short. We should have made the petals a bit larger. But yeah, and I hope you're doing well, Rise. Hard day of work, but we already know that. You're a hard worker out there. But yeah, any art you've been working on? Any stuff? I'm going to mute, but I'll try to interact with you guys as much as I can. Okay, we're back for a tiny bit. Thank you for much. You did a great job of capturing the form instead of the daisy. Thank you very much. I drew this from one side and then came... Whoa. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. You're actually cracked, Kavel. I drew those from one side and then the other instead of one in one go. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. No, yeah, I'm very upset about how some of these turned out. This one was too tall. I definitely got the hang of it at the end. Pinching these really gives it some form, which I really like. I honestly, I want to redo it just because I figured this out. And like, these are a bit tall, but I'm still happy with, like, this isn't the end of the world, and yeah, this is a bit tough. Man, my bird is freaking out. You know, I'm getting, no. That's just an awful joke. Okay, it was, let's continue to the next portion. And yeah, we're gonna have to just remain muted for a bit. Don't know why my cockatiel is freaking out at 9:14 p.m., but you know. Alright, it seems like things died down a tiny bit. Yeah, so, I really don't, yeah, I don't have any major hatred of this yet, other than these pretty wonky ones up here, in the stem, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with this so far. So yeah, we're doing a good job so far. He did add the lines, to the petal, and I think, you know, his is a bit visually chaotic just because it is a construction, so I'm going to go all the way up to the reference. And so yeah, we have these lines, which aren't textures, or I mean, not textures in our traditional sense of cast shadows, but I guess we gotta draw them. But yeah, so I kind of want to add more leaves, or more petals. I want to add one going down like this right here. This one's going to go out and then in. Out and then in. So that one's just hidden under that. We don't really have any sinking under there that are a bit weird, so I'll keep it like that. Yeah, I'm going to add one going like this underneath this one. And this one we're going to see practically a lot of this side and then a lot of that one. So pinch right here, go down, and then around. We missed the arrow by a ton. Wow. Oops. The ones in the back are rather difficult to do, and he doesn't really show the technique. Yeah, I figured it out halfway through. Like, this one was off, and then finally I got it with this one, which is, it's just like a infinity symbol, which feels really, it's like cursive, you know, it feels really good to draw, and it's very easy. But yeah, he definitely didn't talk about that. And I'm going to add one over here. That one's going to kind of like go whoosh like that. So we're going to have this one, and it's going to be close to the edge, and then a longer part over here, but that only happens once we get past this part. So this close to the edge, and then longer right there. Yeah, that kind of worked out. A bit cluttered, but that's okay. Okay, we're adding too much. Let's stick with what we know. Okay, so now we just can do the fun part of texture. That's such a contradictory statement to what I'm used to. So in his demo, not only do we have our fun cast shadows between them, which we're going to do with the brush pen, but we have the kind of just chaotic chaos, you know, and here we have the striations on the petals. And then, yeah, that's it. That's pretty good. So let's do it. Yeah, I wish these were a bit more full. In fact, what I could do... certainly the spirit of the exercise, is it? Because I would add one, like, right here. You know what? I'm going to. My art. Leave me alone. And it's going to be pretty, like, straight, like... We're going to really foreshorten that. Oof. So yeah, we're going to do our little infinity trick, which goes like this. But we want to really pinch it once it gets over there to enforce that this is really far away. So we're going to start large and then infinity around that. So start large, go in there, infinity in on this edge. It's going to be a pretty weird infinity to end up right here. In fact, the infinity is just practically going to be this line. So if we do that, and then... So we're going to do a really small infinity. Oh, perfect. Wow, look at that. That went really well. Cool, cool. And yeah, that one can have a higher visual hierarchy. Anyways, cool stuff. So, got that going for us. Let's see. So I don't want to really totally copy what he's doing, but we're gonna... Oh, man, I wish I made this longer, and I can't really extend that, but whatever. So we're gonna add our striations to the petals. Thank you very much, Delano. Yeah, this one kind of just spills out right there. Yeah, oof. So yeah, we're gonna add... Start the innermost. I'm gonna start by thinking up the lines of which ones are on top. So this one's above this one. So that's gonna cast a shadow that's gonna look like that underneath. So I'm going to just leave these lines in here to help me know where to color it in correctly. Okay, scary part. The part we can't fix. Like usual, I probably made it a bit too deep. A bit too large, but that's fine. Okay, we'll do the rest with the pen. The fine liner, I should say. Nice, nice, nice. Use the reference, if anything, true and real. Very true and real. Then again, I kind of like just straight up copying his, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's not in the... Oh, I just realized this. Look at this. Got a really cool shadow only happening because of that upper pedal up here. So we don't really have a lot of that going on up here. But we can say the light's very sharp, and we can just say like that's being occupied a bit. This is very slim. Cool. I want to see if underneath the pedal, does he... Oh yeah, okay, he doesn't shade in the underneath of the pedals, and I think that'd be a bit odd looking, even though that is a cast shadow. Technically a bit of more of a form shadow, so yeah. Okay, we're back to no longer being muted. Silent stream. Made this line a bit too thick for my liking, but we can probably incorporate that into the smaller pedal right here. And this one is in front of it. Man, I really enjoyed spring break. It's a shame that we gotta go back to our life's duties. Cool beans, okay. Sorry for the silent stream, but just kind of feeling it. So we've done the main cast shadows, which I think we've done a tiny bit in excess, but I think it's fine. I've placed them accordingly. Yeah, like, his are a bit smaller. Should have probably done the same, but it's fine. Time to add these striations, which I really like. So we'll start with the center ones, and then have a bit of these dotages, too. And also, we do have a bit of a shadow trailing this right here. What about the bulb? How does that work? So the leaves were supposed to kind of cover the bulb. We kind of failed that here. So we're just going to leave it there. We could have a bit of a... That one. That's going to be a really dark, deep shadow, but we're going to do it. I think that worked out quite nice. And then actually we're going to fill in right here too. I expected this to take me multiple streams, I'm not going to lie. I expected this one to be a very, very long work in progress. Now, that may not be true for the upcoming ones, but at least this one, we did quite an adequate job with the time allotted. Then again, we are kind of just copying. Like, we're trying not to, right? We're trying to understand what's going on. You know, some of these are blatantly just like, oh, we didn't understand what's going on. And I see that. But at the same time, I think we did quite an excellent job. I really want to emphasize these because it's kind of hard to see them. So I'm going to go with another round ink. Wonderful. Cool. Let's emphasize the stems as well. The visible parts of the stems I should add. We didn't really do that. Okay, let's use those. Let's do some of those striations in the center. And these give us an opportunity, like stated in the video, to show off some of the contours. So and we're gonna fling the pen a bit. I don't totally like doing that. Actually, we did it a bit excessively right there. Yeah, there we go, perfect. So this one's being covered, so we'll have the ends of that like this. This one. Same thing here. We're going to kind of follow that form a bit. Ooh, see, I'm getting the technique down. Yeah, these were pretty bad. The rest is like, oh, we figured it out. See, this one's going to be a fun one to do it on. That one's going to be really low because we could barely see it. Same things with these here, if at all. Very nice. Now we could add some of the striations in the center. Did add a couple, let's look at the reference. I think this was more of his artistic choice because you don't really see it pop up too much. You can try to describe these little, like, I don't know, little hairs. Yeah, that's a good word for it. The hairs on the stem. But he did these little dots, and I think this is just his style because I've seen it before in many of his other drawings, whether it be skin or stuff like that. It's just this, like, somewhat hatched and then dotty structure to it. So we're actually gonna leave that as it is. We do need to, like, emphasize that, like, this isn't a... So yeah, maybe we could add, like, some striations just indicating, like, this is the form of the, Now let's try to make them parallel to each other. So otherwise that does look a bit odd. I think that looks kind of cool. I don't know. Okay, so here we want those, and yeah, they just kind of follow the... Don't want to overdo it. Very nice so far. Not the best, obviously, but I'm happy with it. These were a bit off. Oops. More ink won't fix it. We're just gonna have to survive with that. Yeah, that kind of really failed right there. Oops. Well, that's what we get for not controlling ourselves. Awesome. Okay, I wouldn't say it's the best thing in the world, but maybe we could add some little dottage. I kind of like his dottage that he has going on. Kind of just like these little... I don't know. Lights are flickering again. Goodness, I'm haunted. Hopefully by the ghost of some great artist or something, I don't know. Maybe that's how we're accomplishing this tonight. Best thing in the world? I hope you're not talking about this drawing. If so, I gotta take you on a... I'm gonna pay for a flight to just anywhere for you. Heck, just walk out. Just look in your room. Awesome stuff. So yeah, definitely not my best work ever, but I'd say it's up there. We had fun with it, for sure. Part of me really just wants to, like, cheat and extend this down a bit more. Should we guys? I kind of want to. I mean, will they know? What if we're so amazing at this? I think we should. I think we will get away with it, and no one will know. No one will know. I think. Okay, let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. And Comfy will never watch these streams. We're fine. Uncomfy joins the chat. Oof. Oh, that's definitely, obviously, fun. Okay, whatever. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Chat, we're fine. Chat. Oh, God. Oh, geez, we messed up. We're gonna get caught. We're gonna get caught for it. Anyways, I think we'll end it off there. In fact, I should probably just make these a bit darker. Turn to XQC there for a second. Jeez. What's going on here? What's this one? What's happening? Chat. What? Chat. What? Chat. There, that's what's happening. We figured it out. Bit hard to read, but that's fine. Somebody gonna rat Kavel. None of you could. He wouldn't even watch it. Like, you guys could drop a link in the timestamp. He wouldn't watch it. I promise you, he wouldn't. He'd just be like, oh, okay, cool. Stop talking to me. Maybe one day. I bet if my lesson 2 video dropped, you'd maybe watch it. But probably to critique me. Just like to make sure that information going out there to other artists is correct. But, cool. Okay. We should have curved it more. That would have looked cool. Anyway, let's do a Delano review session of the day and call it that. So, we start off the day with some decent line work and some fun little branches, and I think we did okay. This one was a bit wobbly. This one I think was the best one. This was our second one. This one is a bit tough just because of the angle that we had on attacking this. We'll test that theory. Other than that, though, I think we did pretty good there. And then over here, oh my gosh, awesome. So, instant critiques, shouldn't have done that. Whoops, I know, yeah, whatever. So yeah, scale was a bit off. And then these, I mean, although I don't totally like them, I don't think it was the end of the world. We definitely could have done better by getting these to touch our arrows a lot more, especially in these cases. It was a bit weird getting used to this, but you can tell as we went radially around, we got a lot better at them. We did go overboard with these like striations, these little marks. Not bad though, not bad at all. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the form and the construction of everything. So it was mainly my texturing that upsets me the most and this little decision I made down there. But yeah, so I'm going to actually drop this in the lesson 3 chat, asking for some opinions on it. Hopefully I won't get too berated in there. Generally though, everyone's pretty kind once you're past lesson 1. But yeah, no. So with that being said, we're going to be okay, so really weird schedule going forward, right? Sorry for the arm scare there. I want to stream tomorrow, even though I'm moving back to my apartment. I want to stream Sunday, and then Monday will not be streaming, and Wednesday we will not be streaming. I literally physically can't. I'll be in an exam Wednesday, and Monday I'll be studying because the night after is that exam. Depending on how I feel about my next exam, my exam on Wednesday, I should say, we may or may not stream on Tuesday, which means we could possibly have 3 days of not streaming. I know, guys, calm down. So yeah, and honestly, like, here's how here's my prediction. If my exam on Tuesday goes well, then I'll probably stream on Tuesday because I'll feel confident going into my next exam. If it goes poorly, we're probably not streaming because I won't feel confident going into my next exam, even though they are not related in the slightest. I mean, both involve trees, but that's about it. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, my 2 lovely mods, thank you guys. My 2 only mods, my 2 only viewers, thank you guys for joining. It really does mean a lot that you join in every night. Best of luck with your math, Delano, and catching up. I can't imagine how fun that is. And glad to see you here rise. Rat me out. I dare you. In fact, no, I promise you, if you rat me out, he's not going to look at it, or he's just not going to respond. That is my bet. I'll put, I don't know, gift subs. How do you do gift subs on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not gonna acquire Germadet. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Right? Yeah, tomorrow. Bye for now.